I'm in the dance strand at Salem, and I'm also in the Academy Dance Company as well as Salem Scholars. I'm an assistant teacher at my dance studio outside of school, and I teach kids from ages 2 to 6.
I'm a single mother, and I have two daughters. Morgan is my oldest, and we have, she's got a little sister that just turned 11, super close. They're very close to each other. There's a lot of dynamic between us. All three of us, we work together, live well together, laugh a lot.
After I graduate high school, I really am aspiring to go to Longwood and pursue a degree in education and become a teacher.
Morgan cannot wait to run off to college. I've mentioned local colleges, universities, and she's ready to hit the highway. She really wants to become a teacher. She loves her children. She helps out at the dance studio where she dances and teaches the little ones, and she loves it. She cannot wait to get there and be with them.
If I could describe myself in one word, it would be caring. I always put others before myself, and I'm always making sure that everybody else is taken care of and happy before I even think about myself.
If I could explain Morgan in one word, she's amazing. She really is. She's so focused on everything she does. She's well reserved. She's so smart, and she's loving. She's my little sunshine.
I think texting, especially at the wheel, is something that can wait. You don't have to do it 24 hours a day. You can put your phone down for 20 minutes of your time.
I do not text while I drive. I let the girls text if something comes through. And I keep my phone in my purse in the floorboard so I do not get a hold of it if I'm by myself. Because it is easy. It is an easy distraction.
If I went to a party and the person that I came with got intoxicated while we were there, I would make sure that I had a way of communicating home to let my mom know that she might need to come pick me up, or that I needed to get someone else to take me home besides the person that I came with originally.
If I was to get a phone call, or if someone showed up at my house to let me know that Morgan had been in a car accident, I'm not sure how exactly I would respond. It probably wouldn't be good. I'd either hit the floor or be sick.
I'm really into school involvement, and I'm in probably 2 to 3 clubs. I'm in SEA, FACS, this every 15-minute program.
Our immediate family is myself, my wife, and then Leilani. She's the only child. My wife Ashley, she is her stepmother, and we're currently expecting a baby right now.
If I could describe myself with one word, I'd probably say courageous, because I like to get out of my comfort zone, and I like to meet people that I've never met in my life, or make friends with the people I don't know, and just create the environment of a good, calm, fun environment, and be that upbeat person.
I would describe Leilani in one word with outstanding. She tends to shine all by herself. She likes making people smile. She's definitely an overachiever, and it's definitely one of the traits that sets her apart.
Well, my feelings on distracted driving are, I feel like it's inexcusable, and it's not very good at all, and it's just something that people should focus clearly on the road instead of what's around them or on their phone or anything else.
It's very important that Leilani just concentrates on driving and tries to avoid other distractions. I tried to teach her how to drive a manual car to kind of avoid that, so that's the first thing that she learns, because you really do have to concentrate on driving, especially if it's a manual transmission, where you can't have anything else in your hands like a cell phone or food, or worry about the radio or anything like that.
For people that drink and drive, I feel they're putting upon themselves, and they're putting themselves in danger and anyone else that they encounter in danger, and I don't believe it's a good decision at all, and that it's inexcusable in a way.
If a police officer showed up and told me that Leilani was in a fatal car crash where the driver was intoxicated, I would definitely be in disbelief, strictly because Leilani doesn't hang out with that type of crowd where a person would put themselves and her life in jeopardy as far as driving intoxicated. So I would definitely be in shock and awe, but it would definitely be something where, I would be speechless. I wouldn't know what to think.
At school, I really like to get involved, mostly with the student body. I've done some sports, but the only sport that I ever excelled in varsity level was volleyball. But other than that, leadership was huge for me. I was a staff member for the Salem High School Leadership Workshop for 2 years, counselor this year. I did SEA 1 year, and I've been part of ROTC for 4. I'm the chairman of the Drive Safe Committee for Salem High School, and we do a lot of community work for that.
A Brady Bunch. We have 6 children altogether, 4 from my side and 2 from my wife's side. We came together when James was very young, so the last 4 were in diapers when we got married.
After high school, I plan on going to ODU for finance, specifically in risk management, and attending 4 years with my brother, who's doing mechanical engineering, and then possibly commissioning into the Navy after college.
James is looking to be, we always thought he'd be a lawyer because he's so argumentative, but he wants to go into finance, and of course he's also a motorhead, so he wants to own Lamborghinis and Ferraris and that type of thing. So he's going to earn lots of money and own fast cars.
If I could describe myself in one word, I believe I'm understanding. I meet with a lot of different people, and Salem High School is a very diverse community in itself, and I believe through the exposure of multiple people, I've understood many different paths people have taken. I can understand different decisions they've made.
Well, if I had to describe James in one word, I would say driven, because he's always strived to be at the top. Things that he's interested in, he's bound and determined to be the best at it.
I think every time you get in a car, you should focus on your own safety first and understand that when you have other people's safety around you, it makes it that much more imperative. I think seatbelts don't just save your life, but save the others around you. If you're in an accident, you're not wearing a seatbelt, you could become a projectile and hurt someone else as well. I think speeding is unnecessary. You're going to get to where you're going anyways, and much more likely if you're going the speed limit, there's speed limits for a reason.
We've always stressed that the car doesn't move until the seat belts are on. From the time that they, could do their own seat belts. Cell phones have always been a hands-free thing. If you don't have hands-free, you don't have a cell phone. And for the younger kids, they don't get a phone in the car, period, while they're driving.
There's been many instances of death in family related to motor accidents, whether it's been a family member or friends. And I think there'd be not necessarily a wall put up in the family, but the dynamic would be extremely different. We're a very close family, and very enthusiastic family, and I think that behavior would be different if my parents or my family had to bury not just myself, but any family member, especially as something as preventable as a drunk driving incident.
I don't think I could talk to a driver who had taken my son's future away. I don't know that I could contain myself, but if I did speak to the driver, I think it would be about the life that he's taken away, the future that he's taken away. I don't think it would be a rant. I think it would be more about the things that my son could have accomplished and what he's taken from our family.
In school, I play softball. I've been playing softball for 3 years. I'm in my junior year. I've played varsity all 3 years. I do a lot of after school, just helping teachers around whatever they need done. I do volunteer at the hospital at Princess Anne, Centera. If I could explain myself in one word, it would probably be versatile, because I'm very unique and I can adapt to different situations easily.
If I'd had to describe Amanda with one word, I would say amazing, because she has come from a background that not many kids have had to come from, and she has truly taken every advantage that she was given, and she's even taken a few that she wasn't given, and she has just made an incredible life for herself. I'm very, very proud of her.
I want to attend to either VCU, Radford, or George Mason. I want to stay close because I love Virginia Beach. I'm planning to go for my RN degree. I want to be a nurse, and after I get that, I plan on joining the Navy as an officer and just pursuing my naval career. I think I'm a pretty good driver. Compared to what I've seen, yes, I'm a good driver. I take it pretty easy.
Amanda has been driving for about a year now. She got her license last spring, and she is a fairly good driver. I think she drives better when she's with me, probably, than she does with her friends.
I never really got that habit of texting and driving. I always have my phone away. I don't like it because I've seen what it could do to some of my friends. I've seen it impact people's lives, so I just never bother even looking at my phone. Personally, if I was at a party and I drove with a friend and I ended up getting drunk, knowing me, I would probably call my mom, because she's the person I can go to if I know I'm in a bad situation and I messed up. I think the effect that having to bury me would have on my family would be devastating. My father passed away from a car accident in 2002, August 3rd, when I was 3. So I think just having to go through that again would be just devastating.
I had to bury her father, and I gave both my kids a small metal token that says, please be careful, I need you with me. And both of my kids carry that token with them. And if I would have to bury a child, another loved one, you bury a part of yourself when that happens. And your life as you knew it is never going to be the same.
college and working on getting my degrees and hopefully having like a part-time job and just getting my life together and making sure it's all good and intact.